Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine.
It's yeah, no, that's nice. Is there like a very common mistake that you find that YouTubers make when it comes to like the money side of things? Is there something, and you know, like a YouTuber come to you like, oh, I want to do this, and then you're there like, oh, like in your head, please don't do this. Like, you're making a bad mistake here.
So we've covered actually a couple of the main ones. The first one is around, you know, not budgeting properly. So they got this money coming into their account, especially when people were young. They're kind of almost like the first big payday. They go out on a bit of a spending spree. They buy themselves a Rolex.
I was the same, bro. I was the same. Honestly, as prepared as you think you would be if you came into a lot of money quickly, I promise you just spend it, bro. Like, you know, you want the right people around you, but ultimately, like, if you get given a load of cash, like, it's so hard not to spend.
And 100%, you should treat yourself as well, right? You know, if you've worked hard, you've had a big break, 100% you should treat yourself. But what's important is going back to that point around the money's in the company, understanding, can I actually afford that? You know, actually, if I go and spend 10 grand on a Rolex, well, actually, is that just costing me 10 grand, or is it costing me extra tax? Is it costing me this? So understanding, you know, the basics around tax and budgeting your money properly. You mentioned earlier about having a separate bank account to put your tax money aside in, so that when you go on your online banking on your app or on your computer, you don't see that money. It's kind of like it's set aside. So that's one tip I'd always give. Second one would be around. So go back to, you know, kind of your tax deductible expenses. So, you know, understanding when you buy something, not just thinking, oh, I can claim that as business. Talk to accountant, talk to advisor saying, look, does this qualify as a business cost or not? What other big mistakes do we see people making?
Any howlers?
Any howlers? I'm sure there will be. Crypto can be one, right?
Yeah.
We had some people lose a lot of money as well in crypto, certainly during the 2018, 2019 times. So a lot of people lost a lot of money there. And just surrounding yourself with good people, right? Some people get ripped off. You know, some people, you know, you hear of stories, they trust people, especially when they, again, you know, young, they're coming into money. A lot of people around them saying, I can help you, I can do this, invest in this, do that. You know, make sure the people that you're working with and that they're trusted and they're going to deliver what they say they're going to deliver. So, build a nice close circle around you, build a good team, and try and learn the basics as well.
That's true. How do people learn the basics? Is there like, you know, if someone's trying to pay tax, or, you know, they're just coming onto it now, they're trying to figure it out. Obviously, hiring an accountant makes a lot of sense, but, you know, it can be expensive as well. But is there like, where can people just go and like learn for themselves? Just do a little bit of reading. I mean, you can
Tax
probably
for
Google
Dummies
it.
book.
Literally.
So HMRC, obviously, there's a lot of guidance on their website, and actually, when you're completing your own tax return, there's lots of kind of FAQs, lots of kind of help along the way. But I'd go back to YouTube, right? There's so many people out there creating content around this sort of thing. So there's a couple of good channels. I mean, I can't remember any of the names of them off the top of my head, but actually, sometimes a client asks me a question and I know they react well to video content, you know, it's what they're familiar with. I'll just link them someone's video and I would have watched it and checked that it's all right and go, look, watch this, and then come back with any specific questions afterwards. If you really want to understand it. And that's the thing, some clients are really keen, right? And they go, each year they're learning more and more, and, you know, they're asking good questions and they're building their knowledge in that space. Some clients are just like, Sam, I'll pay you to do this for me. I don't want to know anything. I want to pay as little tax as possible within all the rules and regulations. I don't want to know about this. I'm busy enough as it is. And that works for us as well, right? We work with both. You know, we work with both quite well. And
what do you find out of, you know, all the social media? Which set or group of people tend to earn the most money out of, like, you know, you got the YouTubers, you got the TikTokers, you got the Instagram fashion people, just Instagrammers maybe, and then or the streamers as well, Twitch. So which of those do you and OnlyFans?
So OnlyFans is mad, right? You know, the people that are making a living on OnlyFans, I feel like with OnlyFans you're either kind of not really making much, or if you're making money, you're making good money, you know. And we've got, you know, I think we had an OnlyFans creator, who was doing 6 figures in a month.
Jeez.
So, which is good. Obviously, there's lots and lots of Twitch streamers out there who are kind of trying to make their way. You know, lots of people earning, you know, smaller amounts. YouTube kind of comes and goes, right? You know, YouTube ad rev can kind of be good and can have good times. People obviously have a few viral videos, seems to go quite well, but it's obviously quite inconsistent YouTube ad rev. CPMs go up and down. People, they change their work rate. Cal, you're a good example.
Oh, mate.
You go
as
quiet
well,
for 6 months and then you come back with a bang and you're uploading every day, every week. And that's the thing. The consistency is the key, right? Because once a channel becomes a little bit dormant and there's not much content going up, it takes I think 2-3 months of regular content to get the views back up and get everything going again. So YouTube, I'd say 70% of our client base is their predominant platform is YouTube. They obviously use other platforms as well, but still to this day on a kind of on a per head kind of basis, Instagram fashion and beauty influencers kill it.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. What they can earn from one campaign is, it's not quite FIFA coin sponsor days, but it's very good. Yeah. So I'd say
that surprises me. Actually, I was gonna say
I wasn't thinking. I would have thought they would be on the lower end.
Bottom, because I get offered loads of Instagram deals, but then what I realized that if you look at Saffron Barker's Instagram, bro, in a day she's doing three promos throughout a day.
Serious,
and I'm there if I do I say no to the majority of Instagram stuff just because I don't like doing them.
Don't like doing too many posts.
Bro, if you're getting paid up thousands of pounds for 3-4 stories, and you go on to let's just use Saffron Barker as an example. You go on to her, let's say she's done 3 different ads in the day, she's probably coming away with 15 grand from the day. So I can imagine though, because it's not that they don't have there's not no shame, but it's just one of those things it's normal in that industry to spam ads.
Yeah.
And the luxury brands, they want to be on Instagram, right? That's where they feel that their content, or their sponsored content kind of feels most at home. So, you won't find the big designer luxury goods brands really advertising on YouTube channels or other spaces. True, but Instagram posts and stuff is good for them. So Instagram is still at the moment, I think, really good. Yeah. But the most important thing I think is for creators to have a varied kind of a number of different income streams, right? So to diversify, a lot of people obviously get ad rev, but they might do brand deals, they might have affiliate links. So some people in that fashion and beauty space, affiliate links on Instagram posts can absolutely smash it.
Really? See, I've always been quite sus of those. I think probably not, but
probably not in your sort of space, really. But in fashion and beauty, especially in the female demographic audiences,
we need to up the female demographic.
100%.
Come on.
But affiliate links can be great. And then one of the things that I'm a big advocate for at the moment is creators creating their own brands, creating their own IP, and I use Lux as a great example of that and what he's doing with No Two Ways. And Lux for me is a little bit like the Elon Musk of the space. I think he's just whether it's to do with the crypto or whether it's a vision for what's coming next. I always feel like he's always one step ahead of the game. But I'd love to see more creators leverage their platforms to actually build their own brands rather than constantly taking what I call the short-term money in brand deals. That when your career ends on social media, all that money dries up very quickly, and we've had a generation of people now that have made a very good living on social media, but have come out the other side and effectively retired, right? And the drop off is quick, right? When you become less relevant, when you're not getting the views, you're not getting the engagement, the brands disappear. They're not interested anymore. So if you've not built something that can outlast you as a creator, that's a dangerous time, right? It's like a footballer retiring effectively, there's that kind of cliff edge that happens. So I'm always a big advocate when I'm talking to clients to say, look, what are you passionate about? What do you enjoy doing? Where do you, if you weren't doing YouTube or social media, what would you be doing?
Right.
And try and build a business. If Manscaped are paying #ad, there you go, shout out for Manscaped. Right.
No, they love the fellas podcast.
We do love Manscaped.
They keep the lights on for sure.
But but looking at a brand like Manscaped, and obviously, great, good money for you guys that kind of comes through in those brand deals. But actually, try and take it one stage further. Can you guys,
you want the fellas pube shaver?
There you go. We could get it out now.
For real though, imagine we did our own one, bro. That would actually pop off.
Who would buy that?